Welcome to the ITSM Practice Podcast.
Welcome back to the ITSM Practice Podcast. I'm Luigi Ferri, and this is the second part of the conversation I had during a Service Desk Institute webinar designed to help medium-sized organizations make sense of how to bring AI into their service delivery model. In the first part, we talked about assessing readiness. Now, it's time to move from theory to action. In this episode, we'll explore how to identify the right use cases, evaluate your data and infrastructure, and build the skills and culture that make AI adoption sustainable. We will also discuss how to run pilot projects, scale what works, and manage the risks that come with any innovation journey. This is about creating a realistic, step-by-step AI roadmap that connects your service management goals with measurable outcomes. And remember, if you want to explore these ideas in more detail, check out the white paper linked in the episode description. It expands on this research and includes practical resources to assess your own AI readiness. It's free to download, and as always, your data won't be used for sales, just to track podcast engagement. All right, let's get started and turn AI readiness into real, measurable progress.
AI needs more than just laptop and servers. Training models often require serious compute power, high-power GPU, and scalable cloud resources. Then there is storage. It's not only about structured databases, but also unstructured data like logs, documents, and images. Another big challenge is integration. AI has to connect smoothly with your ITSM tools, your monitoring systems, and your service desk platforms. Otherwise, it becomes an isolated experiment. And finally, security and compliance are not negotiable. If your AI is touching customer or employee data, you need strong encryption, proper access controls, and full regulatory compliance. Step 7, start with the pilots. So when it comes to AI, the biggest barriers are often not the technology. They are skills and culture. On the skills side, many organizations simply don't have enough data scientists, machine learning engineers, or even IT staff who are comfortable with the basics of AI. On the culture side, people may resist change. They may worry about job loss, or they may not trust algorithms to make decisions. The way forward is twofold. First, training, giving both IT and business teams the knowledge and confidence to work with AI. Second, culture, creating an environment that encourages collaboration, experimentation, and openness to new ways of working. Because in the end, AI adoption is much more about people as a service management as it is about technology. Step 8, scale what works. When it comes to AI, don't start with a massive organization-wide rollout. That's too risky. Instead, start with a pilot. A good pilot is small, safe, and clearly defined. And it's important to decide upfront what success actually looks like. Maybe it's faster tick resolution, better incident detection, or lower cost. So they run through the classic phases: planning, development, testing, and evaluation. And when you reach the end, you will be in a strong position to make a clear decision. Do we scale? Do we adjust? Or do we stop and learn from it? The step number 9 is focus on risks. If a pilot works, resist the temptation to go big too fast. Scale gradually, making sure AI is integrated into existing workflows, not just sitting on the side. And set up continuous monitoring models because they need tuning, retraining, and performance checks over time. Scaling AI goes beyond technology. It also demands solid processes, effective change management, and people who are ready to embrace it. What is a potential practical roadmap for service delivery? And you will find this in the short document I prepared to support you after the session. AI projects don't just fail because of technology. They often fail because of people, processes, and weak business alignment. It helps to think of risks in three buckets: technical risks, poor data quality, weak models, failed integrations, or security gaps. Second, business risks, no clear return on investment, a weak business case, or projects that don't align with strategy. And third, organizational risks, cultural resistance, missing skills, or lack of leadership support. Managing these risks means planning early, setting realistic expectations, and keeping stakeholders engaged through the journey. This is the step-by-step roadmap I recommend. First, start with the maturity assessment. Then align AI with your business goals. From there, choose the right use cases and strengthen both your data and your infrastructure. And don't forget to invest in people and culture along the way. Once the foundations are in place, move into pilots, scale up what works, and keep monitoring both performance and risks. Of course, the focus will depend on your maturity level. If you are at an early stage, it's better to spend more time on leadership, data, this is crucial, and skills. If you are further along, your priority will shift towards scaling and governance. The truth is that readiness is not a destination, it's more a journey that changes as your organization changes. And along the way, you discover that success doesn't come from the latest shining tool or from hiring a few specialists. It comes from something deeper, a strategy with a purpose, people who feel part of it, data that you can trust, and governance that gives direction. The way forward is simple, but not easy. Start small, prove value, build trust. Then scale with care. That's how AI becomes part of a service delivery in a way that lasts. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to the Service Desk Institute for the invitation, because in the end, readiness begins with the courage to start asking the new questions when we introduce a new technology in our environment.
Luigi would be more than happy for anyone in the audience today to contact him on LinkedIn, and you can receive the white paper that he's created for this session. I think there is one question. How can underestimating the time and resources needed for data preparation impact the long-term success of an AI initiative?
Data is the key. It's the foundation of your AI project. So if you want to bring AI in a service delivery, you have a poor knowledge management, or your tickets that are not having enough data, or the information related to your operations are not enough. When you are going to create your model, you will have technological success, but from an information point of view, you don't have data for AI for the users.
Yeah, it's going to delay it, right? I mean, without data, you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's the question. Sometimes you achieve the success from a technological point of view, but the data inside is not good enough.
Thank you, Luigi. Thanks for your time today.
Bye.